Hi, I'm Kristin. I live in Chicago. I am the mother of 7 kids, and I am the founder and creator of One Heal Married at a Time, and I also work full-time in banking. Ted and I met at Notre Dame. I went to Notre Dame to get my MBA. The next time he was down for a Notre Dame football game is when we connected, and we literally talked about very heavy things at a bar until like 3 a.m. We started dating after that, and then a few months later, we got pregnant unexpectedly. And then I would also be starting my career with GE 4 or 5 months later. That was a scary time. We got legally married, and then to keep our wedding date the same, we got married in the church a year later. And I really kind of call this period a true period of discernment. And I started reading a lot of books about the saints. And I was always very confused because it always appeared like the saints entered the religious life or they went off and they lived like a hermit. Ted really made me realize it's okay to work in business or a field in finance because you're called to be a saint where you are. So we started praying the rosary when life got really hard. So Ted and I had never prayed together, and we were expecting our 3rd baby in 3 years. We had just bought a house, and then the moment we closed on the house, Ted lost his job. And my mom had recognized things were stressful. And so my mom was like, for Lent, maybe you guys should think about praying the rosary together. It's like we had like papers out because we didn't know what we were saying. That's when the habit started. So we recognized it was such a gift of peace because at the time there was so much uncertainty. And those moments when it got really tense, Ted would say, "You want to pray the rosary with me?" You can just surrender all of your worries to Mary, and she really takes care of you. It will work out beautifully, but you won't be able to see how until you have to do it day after day. So we knew that we wanted to have a lot of kids. And I think it's also a little bit of just ignorance, like to maybe the challenges that comes from having kids and having them quickly. But I just knew from so many women saying that they regretted not having more. Even men in like leadership positions saying, "I really wish I would have had more." Why go back to work when you have all of these kids, especially right with the 5th, 6th, and 7th? And I think that's when people are really like, you work full time. I provide the financial stability. My husband's an entrepreneur. He runs his own company, and I provide the benefits. I used to be so nervous that the quantity of time wasn't there. But your kids, what matters to them is that when you're with them, you're really with them. And that's when you're showing that unconditional love. If the job turns to be stressful and my home is no longer a sanctuary of peace or our version of peace, then we would entertain me walking away. But for the balance that we have now, it works.